Okay, so imagine this. You're at a party, someone asks you about your holiday, and you say, I went to the beach and I took a sunbath. And everyone just stops. They're looking at you weird. You're thinking, what did I say wrong? Well, guess what? You just made one of the most common holiday mistakes in English. And today, Max and I are going to make sure that never happens to you again. Stay with us.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to our videos. You're listening to Mr. Englishman. I'm Max, and with me here is the always amazing Lily.
Always amazing? Max, you're making me blush.
It's true, and today we're talking about something everyone loves: holidays, vacations, time off. But here's the thing. Talking about holidays in English can be tricky. You might know the words, but do you know how native speakers really talk about their trips?
Exactly. And by the end of this episode, you're going to sound natural, confident, and you'll avoid those embarrassing mistakes. We'll teach you the phrases, the pronunciation, and even some fun slang that English speakers actually use.
So, whether you're planning a trip, talking about a past vacation, or just making small talk with English speakers, this lesson is for you. Let's jump in.
Okay, Max, let's start simple. What's the first thing people usually ask you about holidays?
Good question. Usually people say, "Are you going anywhere this year?" Or, "Do you have any holiday plans?"
Perfect. So, listeners, repeat after Max. Do you have any holiday plans?
Do you have any holiday plans?
Beautiful. Now, how do you answer? Let's say you are going somewhere. You could say, yeah, I'm going to Italy in August.
Or, "Yes, I'm planning a trip to Thailand next month."
Notice we say, I'm going to or I'm planning a trip to. We don't usually say, I will go. That sounds a bit unnatural. Native speakers prefer the present continuous for future plans.
So, "I'm going to Spain" sounds much better than "I will go to Spain."
Exactly. Now, what if you're not going anywhere?
You could say, "Not this year, I'm staying home." Or, "No, I'm taking it easy this time."
Taking it easy, that's a nice, natural phrase. It means you're relaxing, not doing anything special.
Right. Or you could say, "I'm having a staycation."
Ooh, staycation. That's when you stay at home but still relax and enjoy yourself, like you're on holiday.
Exactly. It's a fun word, a mix of stay and vacation.
All right, so now you know how to answer the basic question. But let's go deeper. Max, what's the difference between holiday and vacation?
Great question. In British English, we say holiday. In American English, they say vacation.
So, if you're speaking to someone from the UK, you'd say, I'm going on holiday. But if you're speaking to an American, you'd say, I'm going on vacation.
Exactly. Both are correct. Just depends where you are.
And one more thing, a holiday in British English can also mean a public holiday, like Christmas or Easter. But vacation is always about time off work or school.
Good point. So, "I'm on holiday" means I'm taking time off, but "it's a public holiday" means it's a special day like New Year's.
Got it? Listeners, try saying this out loud. I'm going on holiday next week.
"I'm going on holiday next week."
Perfect.
Okay, so now you're on your holiday. Someone asks, "Where did you go?" How do you answer?
You say, I went to Greece, or we went to the mountains.
Simple, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Native speakers love to add details. They don't just say, "I went to Greece." They say, "I went to Greece for a week. We stayed in a beautiful villa by the sea."
Ooh, that sounds amazing. So you're painting a picture with your words. You're making it interesting.
Exactly. So let's practice. Lily, where did you go on your last holiday?
I went to Portugal. We spent 10 days exploring Lisbon and the Algarve coast. The beaches are stunning.
See, she didn't just say, "I went to Portugal." She added where, how long, and what was special. That's how you make conversation flow naturally.
Your turn, listeners. Think about your last trip. Say it out loud. I went to, then add place. We stayed for, then add time. It was, then add adjective.
For example, I went to Japan. We stayed for 2 weeks. It was incredible.
Nice. Now, let's talk about activities. What did you do on your holiday?
This is where a lot of learners make mistakes. Remember that sunbath story from the beginning?
Oh, yes. So here's the thing. We don't say take a sunbath. We say sunbathe.
Right. I sunbathed on the beach. It's a verb. You sunbathe.
Or you could say, I spent the day at the beach, or I relaxed by the pool.
Other common activities. We went sightseeing. We tried the local food. We hiked in the mountains.
We explored the city. We visited museums. We went snorkeling.
Notice we often use went plus the ing form. Went swimming, went hiking, went shopping.
Exactly. So, listeners, repeat after me. We went sightseeing.
We went sightseeing.
We tried the local food.
We tried the local food.
Perfect. Now you're sounding like a native speaker.
Okay, quick pause. If you're enjoying this lesson, stay with us because we're about to share the #1 mistake learners make when talking about holidays. It's so common and it can make your English sound really unnatural. Do you know what it is? Keep listening.
And here's a fun challenge. After we tell you the mistake, go to the comments and tell us if you've made this mistake before. Be honest.
All right, here it is. The mistake is using travel when you should use trip.
Ooh, good one. Okay, explain this, Max.
So many learners say, I had a nice travel, but that's wrong. Travel is usually a verb or an uncountable noun. You don't say, travel.
Right. You say, I had a nice trip, or the trip was amazing.
Travel as a noun is more general, like I love travel, meaning you love traveling in general, but a specific journey is a trip.
So, my trip to France was wonderful, not my travel to France.
Exactly. Or you could say, I'm planning a trip to Mexico, not I'm planning a travel.
Got it? Listeners, repeat. I had a great trip.
I had a great trip.
I'm planning a trip to Bali.
I'm planning a trip to Bali.
Perfect.
Now, there are some exceptions. You can say my travels in plural, like I wrote about my travels in Asia. That's talking about many journeys.
But in everyday conversation, just use trip. It's safer and more natural.
Okay, so when you're describing your holiday, you'll probably talk about the weather. How do you do that?
Easy. The weather was amazing. It was sunny every day. It was a bit rainy, but still nice.
Or it was boiling hot. That's British slang for very, very hot.
Huh, I love that. In American English, you might say it was scorching hot.
Both mean the same thing, extremely hot.
And if it was cold, it was freezing, or it was quite chilly.
Chilly is a nice word. It means a little cold, not too extreme.
Right. So, listeners, think about your last holiday. How was the weather? Say it out loud.
For example, the weather was perfect. It was sunny and warm.
Or, it rained a few days, but it didn't ruin the trip.
Nice. Now let's talk about your overall experience. How do you describe how you felt?
You could say, I had an amazing time. It was unforgettable. It was so relaxing.
We had a blast. That's a fun, informal phrase. It means you had a great time.
Or, it was the best trip ever.
And if it wasn't so great, it was okay, but not my favorite. Or it was a bit disappointing.
Disappointing means it didn't meet your expectations, like you expected more.
Right. Or you could say, it was nice, but I wouldn't go back.
See, you're being honest but polite.
All right, listeners, time for some practice. We're going to do a quick role play. Imagine you just came back from a holiday. I'm going to ask you some questions, and you answer out loud. Ready?
This is fun. Okay, Max, ask the questions.
All right. Question 1. Hey, where did you go on holiday?
Good. Did you say something like, I went to Spain, or we went to the beach? Perfect.
Question 2. How long were you there?
Nice. Hopefully you said we were there for a week, or just a few days.
Question 3. What did you do there?
Awesome. Maybe you said we went sightseeing, or we relaxed on the beach.
Last question. How was it?
Great. Maybe you said, it was amazing, or we had a great time.
See how easy that was? You just had a whole conversation in English.
And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
Okay, let's give you some extra phrases that native speakers love to use.
Yes, these will make you sound super natural.
First one, I'm dying for a holiday. This means you really, really want to go on holiday. You need a break.
I say this all the time. I'm dying for a holiday.
Another one, I could use a break. This means the same thing. You need time to relax.
I could use a break from work.
Exactly. Next, we got away for a few days. This means you took a short trip. You escaped for a little while.
We got away to the countryside for the weekend.
Nice. And here's a good one. It was a much-needed holiday. This means you really needed that time off.
After that busy month, it was a much-needed holiday.
Perfect. Now some slang. If someone says, we had a whale of a time, what do you think that means?
Something to do with whales.
Nope, it means they had an amazing time. It's an old-fashioned British phrase, but people still use it.
Oh, I love that. We had a whale of a time in Scotland.
Exactly. And here's another. It was a bit of a nightmare. This means the trip was difficult or stressful.
The flight was delayed and we lost our luggage. It was a bit of a nightmare.
Right. It doesn't mean it was scary, just that it was a bad experience.
Got it. Okay, last one. Off the beaten path. If you go somewhere off the beaten path, it means it's not touristy. It's a hidden gem, a place not many people visit.
We found this little village off the beaten path. It was so peaceful.
Love it. Listeners, did you catch all those? Let's repeat them.
I'm dying for a holiday.
I could use a break.
We got away for a few days.
It was a much-needed holiday.
We had a whale of a time.
It was a bit of a nightmare.
Off the beaten path.
Beautiful. Now you've got some fun, natural phrases to use.
Okay, so we've talked about answering questions, but what if you want to ask someone about their holiday?
Great point. It's good to keep the conversation going.
So you could ask, how was your trip?
Did you have a good time?
Where did you stay?
What was the highlight? That means what was the best part?
Would you go back? That's asking if they liked it enough to visit again.
These are all really natural questions, and people love talking about their holidays, so they'll appreciate you asking.
Exactly. And here's a tip. When someone's telling you about their trip, show interest. Say things like, oh, that sounds amazing, or wow, I'd love to go there.
Right. Or that must have been incredible. These little reactions make the conversation feel warm and natural.
It's all about connection. You're not just exchanging information, you're building a relationship.
Okay, we're almost at the end, but stay with us because we've got a really useful bonus tip coming up. It's about how to avoid awkward silences when talking about holidays. You don't want to miss this.
All right, let's quickly recap what we've learned today.
Number 1, use I'm going to for future plans, not I will go. It sounds more natural.
Number 2, remember the difference between holiday and vacation, British versus American English.
Number 3, don't say a travel, say a trip.
Number 4, add details when describing your holiday. Don't just say where you went, say how long you stayed and what you did.
Number 5, use natural phrases like I'm dying for a holiday, we got away for a few days, and it was a much-needed break.
And don't forget, sunbathe, not take a sunbath.
Yes, these little details make a huge difference.
Okay, here's your bonus tip. If someone asks you about your holiday and you don't know what to say next, use this trick. Share a funny or interesting story.
Ooh, yes, people love stories.
For example, we got completely lost in the old town, but we found this amazing little restaurant. Or, I tried to speak the local language and everyone just laughed.
See, you're making it personal and memorable. That's how you keep a conversation going.
And it makes you sound confident and natural. Plus, people will remember you.
Love it. Okay, listeners, your homework, think of one funny or interesting story from your last holiday. Practice telling it in English. You can even write it in the comments below.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's lesson. You now know how to talk about holidays like a native English speaker.
Remember, the key is practice. The more you use these phrases, the more natural they'll become.
So go ahead, tell someone about your last trip or plan your next one and talk about it in English.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you learn. We believe in you.
Before you go, do us a favor. Leave a comment and tell us, where's your dream holiday destination? Where do you want to go next?
Yeah, we'd love to know. And if you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe so you never miss a lesson.
Next time, we're going to teach you how to talk about food and restaurants in English. You don't want to miss that one.
Trust me, it's going to be delicious.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember,
You're doing amazing.
I'm Max.
And I'm Lily.
See you next time on Mr. Englishman.